Hello everyone. This video will concentrate on Google Drive and Google Documents. There'll be two parts to it. The first part will be on the uh, browser platform of your PC or Mac. The second part will be on a mobile platform, namely your iPad. So what we're looking at here is just the login to Google Drive, just in a regular browser that you would have on your PC. When I log in, the first thing I see is a menu over here, and this area right over here would have my documents or things that I already saved. So I'm going to start by clicking on Create to start a document. Now you can see there's different options. There's document, presentations, spreadsheets, forms, and drawings, and then a folder. I'm going to create a document. These other options, such as presentation, is like a PowerPoint presentation, just go Google's version of it. So Google Drive actually has a word processor built into it, just like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or Excel. You're able to do the same type of things. So I'm going to click on Document and start a document. Now this is all done in my browser. I don't have another program installed. I don't have to worry about buying Microsoft Word to do or anything like that when using Google Drive. So the first thing you'll see is just like Microsoft Word is place to type, has the same tools. Maybe they're not as refined as Microsoft Word, but you have a lot of the same ones, the ones that everybody uses, the everyday ones, font size, bolding, italic, justifications, and a lot of the other menus up here have the same things that we would find in Microsoft Word. I'm going to name my file test1, and then I will go and invite someone. Now, the great thing about Google Drive is whenever I save this, it will save automatically to my Google Drive. The great thing is it saves automatically, so I don't have to worry about getting sidetracked and not saving that file. If I go over here to share, I can share someone. So if I'm working on something like a grant, I'm able to invite people to this file that they can edit it, make changes. Maybe we are chatting on the phone and we're looking at the same file together. Maybe I'm making different files for different classes and I need the other teacher to make some changes to it for the next year. So in this dialog box, I can type in an email address, and I'm going to invite my other email address so that you can see that on the iPad version what it looks like when you get invited. Alright, so I'll share and save. You can see right here I can choose then if this person can just view it, can comment on it, or can edit it. So I'm going to give them editing privileges, and then I'm going to go ahead and say done, and they're invited. So it's shared to that person. If let's say that I am working on a grant file and someone else comes along, maybe you have a family member that wants to make some adjustments or wants to comment on a few things, they can choose the comment panel to comment on it. So there's a comment file right here. They can say, oh, this is spelled wrong, this is spelled right, or maybe you can change this line, so they'll highlight things. Just like on PDFs, you can do that too. All right, let's see. In the processor, we are able to do things like download this file. So if I have to turn this file into Microsoft Word for whatever reason, if I've turned it into a PDF, all these options are right here. And then it will just download like any other file would download, and I'd have that in that Microsoft format. All right, so this is saved. All saves change in my drive. I'm going to go over here to Google Drive, go back to my folder, and you can see that that file, once it loads, is right here. There's my test, and it's shared, and it was modified right now when I'm making this video. All right, now let's upload. So I am able to upload to the Google Drive. Google Drive is basically cloud storage with the web processor or the word processor built in. So just like Dropbox, which many of you probably already use, I have 15 gigs of space, a lot more than Dropbox, but I have a lot of room to store things like PowerPoints, pictures, whatever I choose, I can put into this drive. So if I click on files, I'm going to upload something. So I'm going to go over here. Let's do the math apps presentation that was shown during one of the workshops. And it is stored in my Google Drive. I'm able to actually share that also with another collaborator if I choose. Just like I did before, I can click on it and it brings it up. And it's right there. And I can write down here, I can also share it with someone else if I choose to. All right. So the great thing about that, if you ever choose to work on something at home, or you have something that you want to make sure you don't forget, just put it in your Google Drive and it'll always be there. Other things on here, files shared with me. If I click on that, it'll show the files that someone had shared with me. Starred files, recent files, and trash. These are just a few tools you can use. You don't really need to use them. If I throw something away, it'll end up in the trash just like on your computer. That way you don't accidentally throw it away. All right, so now I'm going to jump over to my iPad. So we'll walk through that process on the iPad version also. Okay, now we are looking at my iPad screen. You can see I have the Google Drive app installed right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start that app up. And right away it brings up my drive. Now this is my other email address that has my other Google Drive attached to it. And we have a bunch of different files on here that from work stuff and other things that I work on. And I'm going to go right here to share with me. Now these are all stuff that has been shared to my Google Drive for this email address. And I believe there it is right there, our test document from the other Google Drive that we had invited. And right here on my iPad, I'm able to work on that file. So whatever I choose to do will also update the file and will show, not only show the other person what I have been working on, but it will then update that on the other person's Google Drive. So if you have two people working on a file together, whether at different times or at the same time, the changes will affect both files. If I want to use the comments section, I'm able to use that up here at the top. And I am also able to see who's viewing it. So right now, my other email address, that's why it says my name right there, is also attached to this file. So I can go back and undo. I can change my fonts just like Microsoft Word and other things. This word processor built into the iPad on Google Drive is the same, can do the same things that Microsoft Word and the PC version of Google Drive can do. So it's a great tool to be able to use on the go. So the great thing about this file is saved on all my Google Drive devices now since I was invited to it. And whatever I choose to use, whether I'm using my PC at home, my iPad, or my PC at work, that file is always going to be there. Okay, so I'm going to start a new file. So up here at the plus button, I'm able to open that, and there is all these options here, just like whenever we saw it in the browser on the PC. I'm able to do just the same things, upload photos and videos from my iPad, use my camera to take a picture and upload it automatically to the Google Drive. I can start a new folder, a new spreadsheet, a new document. So I'm going to call this one test 2 and create. Okay, so now I'm looking at word processor window, just like whenever I was typing in the on the PC, and I'm able to do the same things that I am able to on the PC version. I can have comments, I can have people, and I can choose to search my file. So after that's done, that's going to be saved automatically, just like my other files. And here we go, test number 2 is right there. Again, shared files. I can upload images or videos or anything else on my iPad the same way. If you have any questions, I will make my email available on the screen. And you may email me any questions about Google Drive, anything else that maybe Dr. Whitehead or myself had talked about in previous workshops with you guys. And please don't be afraid to ask me any questions, especially about apps, iPads, and Google Drive. Thank you very much. And if there are any other ideas you may have for things that may interest you on the iPad, please feel free to email me again, and maybe I could do a video about that. Thank you very much.